Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the greatest scenes of all time. And you can see more guests. The second season has been rolling along just nicely. And we got my boy Joey here. What's up, Joey?
What up?
And for the first time coming to the HCS Universe, we got Alex. What's good, Alex, man?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on here. I know I found you online like a couple months ago because of Indiana Jones, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this dude, man, you know what I mean? I like it, you know what I mean? And so I reached out to you a couple of times, and here we are. We're about to watch one of my favorite Indiana Jones scenes of all time, opening the Ark, which is it's. I remember seeing that for the first time back in the day, and that was creepy. Scared the shit out of me because I was a kid at the time. Faces melting off, like it was like it was something like you've never like seen before. So I'm gonna ask you, Alex, man, like first time you saw Raiders, man, how long ago was it? How did it hit?
Man. So I was about 5 years old, as far as much as I can remember, and I just remember sitting there, and the scene that you said just terrified me, traumatized me as a kid, and I just remember watching it. I just fell in love with the movie since then, and obviously by the time I had seen it, the 3 had been out already, so I just immediately watched the rest of them, it's just been ongoing. So I'm 35 now, so for the past 30 years I've just had this ongoing love for the franchise. So
Cool. Joey, man, what you remember about it?
Yeah, mine, mine isn't as special as that, but I would watch them on TV, when they were on with like my family or whatever, and I would kind of just be like, mesmerized by it because it was such a simple idea, but everything they do with it was so refreshing and so just like special, and specifically with the scene, it kind of reminded me. I saw Ghostbusters at like kind of an early age, so it kind of reminded me. It had the same like kind of feel as that, and it was really that moment. It was like, whoa, what are we getting? What are we getting into?
Well, you can't beat the practical effects either. That's what makes it even better for me. I mean, some of the CGI that we get these days is terrible. Like, let's just go back to that, But they're trying to save time because with practical effects, it takes a lot longer to do. So, so I get it.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to. Sorry, Anthony, I know this is kind of bittersweet for you, but I watched Raiders in theaters a few weeks ago when they did the re-release, and it was like I'd never seen it in theaters before. And 2, I was just like, yo, this is better, than like half the movies that come out anymore. Yeah, and like quality wise, and like you just said, like practical effects. I was like, they were, I mean, it was back in the day, but they were ahead of their time with some of this stuff because, like,
look at Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Nothing beats. I mean, I swear Steven Spielberg sold his soul to make that movie because nothing comes close to that today.
No. Yeah. With the practical stuff. For me, man, it's that's probably why that scene is so haunting anyway, because when the faces melt off, it's like real fucking pain.
Yeah.
It's like real
blows up, It's just...
yeah. And the ghost when she comes up, and we'll watch it in a few, but when she comes up, and it sort of does look like Ghostbusters.
It does, yeah.
Those scenes in there. But no, it's look, for me, Indiana Jones is. I'm old enough to. I didn't see it in theaters, but I'm old enough that I could have. I did see like Return of the Jedi in its original theatrical run when I was a kid. Wow. So yeah, I'm 46 by the way. I'm just a little older. So but I wasn't able to experience, and this is crazy because I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie in movie theaters.
Oh
ever.
My gosh.
Yeah, dude. It always hit at a point where I couldn't, the older ones where I was younger, but then once like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I was in the army, I was deployed when it came out, so the only way I could watch it was like, sort of a bootleg copy, because that's how you get to watch things when you're deployed overseas. Yeah. And then when it came to Raiders coming back, I bought my tickets as soon as they were available, and that's why Joey says it's bittersweet. The theater canceled the showing. They canceled it. No. Yeah, like almost a week before, and I tried to find out why, and it was just because it was on my birthday weekend that it fit in perfectly for my birthday. Like we had so much other stuff planned, I couldn't sort of go to another screening because of the timing. Like it was a perfect showing. The theater was 40 minutes away. I would get there, see it, and be able to do the rest of the weekend festivities. So I missed it. I was dude, ask Joe. I was upset, dude.
I'm really surprised they haven't like done it more. To be honest, it's crazy. This is my second time seeing it in theaters, and it's just such a different experience when you see it in theaters versus at home.
Yeah.
It's just hopefully they'll bring it back. I'm really surprised with the new one coming out that they're not showing it more.
Yeah. Honestly, I am too.
Yeah, I was gonna say when they're not, the fact that they're not like marathoning them or
right, exactly.
whatever is
every week. Do one movie every week.
Yep, and it would have been perfect to start with that, and it would have led straight to Dial. So, So Alex, man, you got to have a little bit of fun this past couple of days.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. I'm still on cloud 9 right now. It's unbelievable. I'm running on fumes, but it's been worth every second.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna bring up some of these some of the stuff that you sent me as far as what you did this weekend. I apologize for the snafus with the we were about to start this, and Joey said, "Did you check your spam?" And I was like, "No, man, nothing ever goes to spam." And I checked it, and sure enough, there it was, man. So
I'm just glad it got to you.
yeah. So let's go with this right here, and so here you go, right here with James. All right,
yes, James Mangold. Oh, that was this experience right here. Actually, my number one bucket list item was to just see Harrison Ford with my own eyes. Never thought it was going to happen, but this experience is very special to me because I'm standing there on the red carpet in the fan pit. There's only about 60 of us in there, and he's shaking everybody's hand, meeting them and everything. And then he looks over, sees me, and he goes, "Hey, it's Alex, right?" And I think I sent you the clip. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah.
You listen to it. He says, "Hey, it's Alex, right?" And I lose my mind. Like, he recognized me from my Twitter post. And it was just unbelievable. And he went in there, gave me a hug, and asked to take a picture with me, and it was just unbelievable.
Yeah. So that's incredible, dude. That is incredible.
Man.
This one up here. Yes, Spielberg in the house.
Steven Spielberg looking right at me.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude. This is
unbelievable.
Yeah. There he is.
There's the man. There's the Ford right there. So, and then it was he took a picture with one group and then just kind of kept walking. But
it kept going.
What I could ask for. This is the selfie.
Yeah, no. I could have took the picture and just be back there, and I'd still be losing my mind.
Absolutely. I just wanted a picture of me with him in the same frame. That's it.
Got it.
I got it.
I know at some point in time I'll see that hanging in your.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it belongs in a museum, so.
Yes,
absolutely. There it is, right here. Here's the museum.
Yeah.
It does. It belongs there for sure. And then you'll see he looked at you, looked at
me, gave me a little smile there. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Damn.
Like looking in the mirror.
I'm like looking at that.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah.
So that right there, that's Kevin Brassard. So I go to the Epic Stunt Spectacular, the show.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was the original stunt actor for the show, the first one back in '89.
Oh, okay.
I've become very good friends with him because we go almost every weekend at the show, and he still works there. So he made it a point to go shake my hand and run back, but he was like, "Hey, no, like I need to go see him," and shook my hand, and that's why they got that picture there. It was unbelievable. I'm actually going to be seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
And he's going to be giving me a backstage tour of the show.
Nice.
Oh,
awesome.
No. I know you're going to document that.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is the picture I'm most jealous of.
There it is.
Yeah, nice.
Karen Allen, and she was just so enamored with my enthusiasm. Like, she loved it. Like, she was so happy. So that was another awesome moment.
She still look good, man. She looks
great.
Oh,
she looks
man.
great.
That is good to hear. That's because she looks great right there. I was me and my wife was watching Kingdom the other night, like last weekend, and I was like, damn, she still looks great.
She still looks great.
She still looks great.
Yeah, and I was saying, like, that was 15 years ago.
Yeah,
she looks like she hasn't really aged a day. I'm like, that's
Oh yeah,
that's incredible. That's incredible. So by the way, your wife took these pictures?
Yes, it was a mix between both of us. Yeah, but she was like, "This is all about you." I want to document this for you.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
She knows I'm here. I'm experiencing it, but I want you. This is what you've always wanted. So I got you.
Yeah, dude, that's that. There you go, man. Can't ask for
Man.
anything more than that. Hey,
Whoa,
this is
that's
oh, yo.
The Oscar winner.
Yes.
So that
That's
was
cool.
another awesome moment. I was not expecting him to be there
Yeah.
because it's funny because the day before he had posted on Instagram a picture of him in like some like exotic island with like a beach.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
And he turns the corner and I lose my mind. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And
Go around in the house,
he
dude.
was so
Yeah.
awesome with the fans.
I know all of these are gonna get framed,
Oh,
but this
they're
is
getting
this one for good. Yeah, I when you sent me the picture, I didn't see this. This is dope right there.
The
Yo,
dial
it's a
prop
nice
there
little
is fantastic.
setup. Yeah, that's a
It
nice
was
setup.
awesome. I have
Yeah.
so many more pictures, but I didn't want to overload you.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm sure I'll see them over time. So, would they let anybody stand on that? And
No, I asked. I was like, "Can I get a picture up there?" They're like, "No, it's a big liability." I'm like, "Then why do you got the steps there?"
Yeah, for real. They do have the steps. They have.
But I did see
Yeah.
some people did get to take pictures, but I think it was more of like the cast. Some of the cast got to go up there, but like just people like us, they were like, "No."
Mhm.
So
Okay, hold on. Let me pull this down. Let me see if I can get this the video up here ready. Yeah.
so incredible.
Yeah, it's looking kind of small, but here we go. Let's see. I'm sure we can hear it. Let's see. Make sure the volume's up. All right, there we go. Here we go. Let's see.
Well, let's take a picture, Al.
Yes.
Nice.
And then there's another one though. My friend Shane, he actually caught him like coming up to me and said, "Hey, it's Alex, right?" And then that's just what set that.
Yo,
whole-
let me. I think that might have been in the first one. Let's see.
Okay.
Let me look at it right quick. Just give me just a second. Let's see. Let's see. I see 8 attachments. Let me see if I can do it like this. Sometimes the reason why I asked you to email them to me is because sometimes playing it straight off of Twitter,
Oh, okay.
sometimes it doesn't
Mhm.
cooperate like you'd like it to. You know what I mean? So it's
course. I know the quality is not as good either when it's on.
yeah.
Twitter.
All right. Yeah, it's not good, but I think it might look all right. Let me get up here. All right. Let's see. So this is the one you're talking about, I think. Here we go.
Yep, that's it.
I heard it.
Nice.
It's
Man,
so crazy.
what's the man go? Would you say hi to Indiana Jones?
That was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that is honestly, that's fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh,
That's incredible.
once in a lifetime stuff right there. Bucket list.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I feel you.
Man.
So let me ask you guys real quick before we watch this clip, because this is the greatest scenes of all time, and this is literally, to me, there's very few. When it comes to Indiana Jones, there's this scene and there's the Grail scene at the end of the Last Crusade. Like once they enter from the start, once Pops gets shot, and then the trials and everything. That's a scene for another time. But
Mhm.
I do love that one as well. It's incredible. Let me ask you: when it comes to Indiana Jones, what is it about him that just does it for you? You know what I mean? Like no matter where you find him on, you see it on TV, you're like, nah, I'm stopping everything because I'm watching my dude. Let's go ask, because you're the biggest fan I know of Indiana Jones. I thought I was a pretty big fan, but you are like fucking up there. So
a little bit, yeah. But Indiana Jones for me, the fascination is that he's a flawed hero. He's not perfect. He's a real life. Like he could be any of us.
Mhm.
And it's just watching him get out of the situations that he's put in. It's just something you can really relate to. We have all these, superhero movies that I absolutely love, but there's just something about a hero that's flawed and not perfect. And someone I can actually potentially be, it's, so
Yeah. Mhm.
that it just resonated with me as a kid. It's like, I could be that, and that's just where it took off for me from there.
Yeah. All right. What about for you, Joey?
Yeah, I kind of echoing that. I've always kind of thought of him as like kind of an American James Bond a little bit. Like he kind of has the same type of like adventures and meets women and all that stuff. But like he gets even more humanized when you look at him, kind of like Alex just said. Like he doesn't, even with James Bond, like Indiana Jones doesn't have the gadgets. He doesn't have like rocket boots or whatever. He's got his whip and he's got a gun, but the thing he has to rely on is like his smarts. He's got to get out of any situation. And I've always just kind of enjoyed, and I mean Harrison Ford, like nobody else could play him. No offense to like the young Indiana Jones series or anything, but it's like you look at Harrison Ford, it's like that's Indiana Jones. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I think again, kind of like Alex just said, he's very relatable, very human, very flawed. But like in Last Crusade, I love the father-son dynamic of having kind of like, I don't want to say a broken relationship, but it's not the best.
Yeah.
But still kind of finding that common ground with archaeology and discovering new things and all that stuff. And I also just love whenever we get into like, you can tell when it's going to be like the final showdown or whatever. Like we're getting like when the scene sets up, you're like, oh, okay, we're getting into the area of like, this is like on film, this is fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
So, and you can always tell when the villain is about to. So like, I don't know. I always love that. Like because the entire time they think they have the upper hand and then they're very wrong.
Yeah. No. For me, it's almost it's odd because it's like I remember the first time I saw Raiders and I was a kid, and the only thing that I could think of was I was astonished at the fact that, wait a minute, how is he Indiana Jones and Han Solo? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That blew my mind as a kid. Like, yo, how? But once you get into it, he's the greatest. Harrison Ford plays him with such a gravitas. Like it's I always go back to what the scene it's in Raiders when they're trying to get the plane and the big dude sees him out there. He's like, oh, I'm about to go out here. And it's such a fight. And then obviously you see what happens to the dude. It's that sort of sums him up the whole altogether as far as what you've seen in the movies. So no, he's great. And I can't even express how excited I am for the end of this to see die. I'm like losing my fucking, because it's funny because me and Joey all the time talk about how much we love Kingdom, and it's there was a lot of discourse around it and stuff when it came out.
You do like Kingdom?
Oh, Kingdom!
Yeah, I love Kingdom.
Kingdom.
I've been a defender of Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. We do. Did we both? When we both discovered, me and Joey, that we both love Kingdom, we were like, I should just have a clip on of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Creed and what's his name, just like doing the fucking the handshake or whatever. Kingdom is fire, man. And the thing about it, I couldn't understand why people didn't like it. I was like, it's an Indiana Jones movie.
I still don't understand it. It's like the way people critique these movies blows my mind, because I'm like, I go there to escape reality, so I don't want to see real stuff. I want to see that fantasy and stuff that wouldn't really happen, but also have that base of a little bit of realism. I will admit the whole vine swinging scene I could do without. Whatever.
That's my thing. It's not perfect. I'm just saying I enjoy it, and especially for what it is, because like I understand this. It was the first one after so many years, and there was a lot riding on it. There were so many expectations, but I'm like, okay, but that's not the movie's fault. It's an Indiana Jones movie. Like the scene we're about to watch, that scene existing proves that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is on the same wavelength. Because it's like you can't get upset when there's when they're dealing with aliens and whatever, when in the first movie they open up the ark to talk to God. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. What's your yeah, exactly.
You know, and then the whole fridge scene in Kingdom, people are like, oh, that was terrible. I'm like, you do realize he fell out of a plane in a raft in Temple of Doom, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand your reasoning.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That doesn't bother me, you know?
Nah,
the CGI was overloaded, but you know that again, it's not real.
Yeah.
All it took for me with Kingdom was as soon as I heard the first punch and it sounded like they punched a slab of ribs, I was like, oh, here we go. We're in Indiana Jones territory, baby. Because
the first 20-30 minutes is pure indie.
Yeah.
I mean, fantastic.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. It is. The entire thing is
it's great.
It's marvelous. Yeah. And that's why I can't wait. Can't wait for the end of this month because I am.
You guys are in for a treat. You guys are in for a treat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You've seen it. You've seen it. Yeah. So, I'll ask non-spoilerish. I don't know what you could say, but just at the end of this, we'll get your
for sure
your thoughts about that. All right, so let me get this up. All right, so I normally choose to start these before the scene and then like some more after it. So this is we're pretty much watching the end of the movie here. So when I bring it up, all right, you guys. So here we go. We're about to watch this. Why we're all here today. One of the greatest scenes of all time. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, opening the Ark.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, you gotta love Williams.
Yeah. Oh, the score? Come on.
Phenomenal. I love that scene.
Surprises even me.
The childhood terrors, bro.
Oh, I got to get the candle of Tote, and it's a candle, and it melts.
Oh, nice.
I got to find one of those. I've seen enough.
Yeah, for real.
Man,
it's so cool how they did that.
Oh, it is, man.
All practical.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Oh man, that's it right
there. That is the funny shot.
Man.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And all they did was they held a blow dryer up to it. They actually filmed this scene upside down so the fire would actually look like it's along the floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Yes. So if you've ever seen that that matte painting that they use for that, that's extraordinary. Like I was like,
great.
It looks real. It looks real. That's why they use it for that. And obviously, you could tell a little bit these days when you watch that scene because whatever.
For sure.
Let's put us back up here. We'll talk about it for a second. But so, how'd y'all feel, man? How did that hit you, man? Joey, what you think, man? Watch it.
It's like the first time every time.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's always good, and it's always such a I would have wanted to experience it back in the day just because it was so it was the first one, and it was like the beginning of a series, and really like the rest of the movie, it's just a normal dude doing it's normal things pretty much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, things are real. Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny, man, like because I don't know how many times I've seen it. I can't even, there's no way I could tell you how many times I've seen this. Mm-hmm. But like when I went to clip this scene, I end up watching the whole movie again, and I was going through it. There's just so many. And I was like, yo, we're, like I said, this franchise will be revisited with greatest scenes of all time, but this movie could too. There's also, when they drop down into the, they finally find the pit, and Indy drops down in there and he has the spear and he puts the thing on top of it. And it's such great scenes throughout this entire thing. So I love this movie, man. And also I almost, and because it happens a little bit before this, I almost put in there when the dude's he's like, no, I see Indiana Jones. He's right there. And then he's on the other submarine.
Oh, on the submarine.
Yeah. And he's like, they're all cheering for him. It's such a good movie.
And they cut out a whole clip of that because everyone's like, well, how did he get to where he was? And I'm like, well, if you watch the deleted scene, he's holding on to the scope the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's it's extraordinary, man. And yeah, I wish I don't know if we're ever going to see. We'll never see nothing like it, especially this particular movie ever again. Not that hits on that same level. That sort of where like the visuals still hold up pretty much to a certain extent. I mean, you could see where they use some green screen sort of in that the scene we just watched, but it doesn't bother the scene by any means. Like I still watch it and I'm like, oh shit, his face is melting. The same way we just all reacted to homie's face melting off. So there's that. So I'm gonna bring this back up. And yeah, we'll go through some let me get this right. Oh, here we go. We'll go through look at a couple of screenshots. Obviously, Belloc and what was that dude's name right here? You remember his name?
I can never pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna attempt.
It's a German dude. Yeah, German guy. Yeah. Okay. So this was I always watch these and I'm like, it was hot, bro. And you think about when they filmed A New Hope. And they were in Tunisia, and it was mad hot. So, where is this filmed? Y'all know where this is filmed at?
It's Tunisia. Is it Tunisia? I think.
Is it still Tunisia? So
it's the same place.
Yes, it is the same place that they shot A New Hope.
Okay, so that's dope.
Same location.
Yeah, dude. Every time I see it, I'm like, dude, how are they not sweating their ass off right now?
Because these days, when they film a movie over there, like the actors have fucking trailers.
Yeah,
they didn't have that when this
behind the scenes pictures. They're all like with their shirts off and like on just like short shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. What's his name? The one Nazi in all black. He was probably like, can we rethink my wardrobe?
I'm like, why did I sign up for this?
All right, so let's move on. Let's see. Look at him. See, there he is.
That's real.
That's probably
they
not
didn't need makeup for that.
No, it didn't at all. Not for that.
Man.
Let's see. And like I said, the walk off Indiana Jones. He almost had him convinced, and they were like, "Well, go ahead and shoot it, then, Dr. Jones." Yeah. He's like, "No, man,
you came all this way."
Yeah, he's like, "Nah, I ain't gonna shoot that. You know better than that." Yeah, did she? I'm telling you, that is one of my favorite scenes from Kingdom, is when Indiana Jones is about to go to the roof of the truck there in the back of, and she says something along the lines of what's the problem with all those other women, and she says, oh, it's they work you. And she smiles like that. I was like, yeah, I love that, because and then Shia looks at her and she's like, yeah. He's like, oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yep.
Hold on.
There's a fly.
Man,
and it goes in his mouth, and he's like, oh.
Great acting, man. Great acting.
Yeah. Get this composure.
My mouse gets stuck there sometimes. Let's move on.
Man, there's a fly that ends up on Ford too at one point.
Yeah, I think I remember that part.
Let's see if I can see it. I don't. It's in this scene though. It's like almost right after you see his, but. And like y'all said, they literally move right into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right into the ceremony of let's do this.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a.
I need one of those. Oh.
Yeah, I feel you. You have to have one. I'd like to have a small one, like a little one to put in. But what
if they sell one like that size? It's like a beer cooler or something.
Oh my gosh! I'm telling you, Lucasfilm, get this guy.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see. Just the design of it is cool, and we were talking about this chess piece with these jewels on it. It's kind of weird.
Cool. Man,
yeah.
They were like, "You don't have to dress up for this." He's like, "I want to."
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy who had to carry all that stuff too.
Yeah, for real. This is the last time you see them looking sort of normal before it goes down. Because let me tell you, it definitely goes down.
They were disappointed. They were disappointed with the sand.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is being mad at the sand. Hey, man. And look at him.
And he's just like, got that.
He finds it so funny that, like, you know what I mean? Like, that, we did all this work, had me out here sweat. He should be mad. he should be madder than that because they brought him out here in the hot sun sweat.
Right? He should be the one that's upset. He should be the other guy looking at him like, "Are you kidding me?" Oh man, he's delusional from the heat.
And Joey, you are absolutely correct. Hold on, let me see if I can get it right on there. When that thing started sparking, all right, y'all. It was nice. It was nice. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this boat, and I'm gonna take off to the mainland.
I'll wait for the rest of you.
Yeah.
You don't go towards the sound.
Yeah. But it's incredible, man. I like this. Like just using this piece of equipment here is like it's
Man.
they're concerned that is incredible too. Well, you said that like it's put some lights and shit inside.
Just put some lights and a fog machine in there.
Yeah.
You know? It looks like there might be a little piece of glass and reflecting off of something above it to get that like the ghost
that effect.
Out. Yeah, there might be like some sort of little plexiglass there, and that's why you get that shine right there. You know, the little bit of lens flare. So
there's all the extras. Y'all just act like you're getting struck by lightning when it.
Oh man. Yeah, no, you start seeing that come out of there, I'm out.
Yeah, no.
I think I do really like this though. This entire setup for this scene, it's almost
this set piece is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. And you know, they're probably still in Tunisia when they did this, but this is I like just the setup of it and the fact that you know they got they have Indy and Marion up there on the top like that.
Oh yeah,
y'all are gonna witness greatness. No, but we're gonna close our eyes and witness y'all.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be great. All right.
Yeah. That terrifying. That's scary. It's the same. We were talking about Ghostbusters earlier when they go to the library and the one librarian ghost. That's like that's exactly.
It's my kids. My kids watch it and they're like, "This looks so fake," and I'm like, "You shut your mouth."
Nah, when I saw that when I was a kid, definitely not fake. Definitely not fake. No. Yes.
Oh man.
This is
excellent.
Yeah, it is.
There's that one specific frame where like it's coursing through that dude's entire body, like through his eyes.
Yeah,
that one is like haunting.
And to think, you know, this was 42 years ago.
Yeah,
it looked this good. They were ahead of their time.
Yeah, they were. It's a testament to like the work they put on visual effects, man. Back then, and
ILM was geniuses.
Man.
And all they did was hold up a blow dryer to it.
Yeah, and it just and they sped it up.
Yeah, and they sped it up because it took forever.
Yeah. Dude, that
is that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Probably until I was I had to be it had to be after I was 10 years old. Like before I stopped looking at that as scary as fuck because the first time I saw that, holy shit! Look at his glasses, dude. Look how they got it. Like it's just a perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, it is. And
that looks more real than anything else.
If they tried to reproduce that in CG, it would never look that good.
No,
never.
Not at all. No. And that's what makes it more terrifying because it looks real. So this scene, it's a set that's upside down because they had to get the fire to look like it was coursing, like going along the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So those are obviously a bunch of it's like clay people. Like it's a very small set. Like they're and it was really cool how they did it.
Obviously, look at that shot right there.
Yeah,
good.
Green screen, but that does not look. I saw something recently that the green screen was not that good, and so that's a testament, man, for sure.
Oh yeah,
homie's going through it.
Yep. Yeah, all of this, man, and it also when it came to the arc, man, opening it's like. I mean, obviously, there's biblical stuff that's written, but they sort of use their imagination when making that entire scene because nobody knows what's going to happen if you open up the Ark of the Covenant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they did a great job of sort of making it very scary. That's number one. I think that's the first thing they were going for because something like that, though religious and all of those things, but like it has to be like. Do not open this because there's consequences to be paid for that. So
absolutely.
I do like to see if I get it on the probably not. It falling down on there. Yeah, and so afterwards they open up their eyes and it's it's a great scene.
It is.
See, still the set piece is great. Sure, set piece is great. Where is that at? Is it still in that condition? I'd like to go there. Go there and visit. Obviously some DC stuff that's going on here. I like this scene. It's sort of isn't there something similar to this in the dudes who come looking for in The Last Crusade. These guys always remind me of those two guys that show up looking for the like the Grail. Oh no, is that no? Is it Kingdom? When the FBI agents show up and he like flips the board and he's writing some shit on it. Which one is that?
That's this one.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay, dude.
That's when he's explaining the map room to him.
Yeah, the map room, and then yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm tripping.
That's all good.
I'm tripping, dude. It's a lot. But I do enjoy this scene because both of them are trying to sort of like, but it's the arc though. Like y'all can't just take it and hide it. And they're like, but what time is lunch? Like they're just trying to change the subject.
Seriously. Yeah, dude. And Indy is like keeping his cool because he could have just pulled I was there.
Yeah,
I saw the shit. Okay,
exactly.
Yeah. I know exactly what happened.
Hide it from me.
Yeah,
homie back here is just like, what is going on? What are we here for? Yo, where are they at though? Because is that the president's seal right there?
It might be like a.
It's definitely a government office there.
Yeah. Or is it the seal from National Treasure and shit? The fucking
another good one.
Yeah, National Treasure is fucking fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I do like this too. It's funny. We had to wait too long to see her return. When it came to the franchise, but I was very happy to see her in Kingdom. So this is cool. But this once we get here, everything about this scene sort of. Whenever I think about this movie, a couple things come to mind, but this scene because it stuck with me for so long. Mm-hmm. Just watching them nail down the crate and like the music that was playing and the way they sort of just hit it with the rest of all of this stuff that's in here. You know what I'm saying? It's such a
and then they revisit it in
Kingdom, yes.
Kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah, you see, like at sort of towards the end of that beginning scene, the music comes back on, and they sort of go to it. And you're like, oh,
that's so cool. Love it.
It is. And like we were talking about, this is a sort of a matte painting that they had, dude. Like now you could sort of see it, but at the first time I watched it, I was like, wait a minute, that was a painting? What the fuck? Like, it just doesn't. It doesn't look like it, man. It just doesn't. So
yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like they used to.
Yeah.
Man.
So man, that is ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the greatest scenes of all time, legitimately. This is the reason why we watched this and sort of reacted to it, because it just hits, and it never gets old. I guess I can just put it just never gets old.
Yeah.
And there's even people I know who aren't like, pretty much fans of the franchise that much, but they still say that scene is just hits, man.
Yeah.
It just does because it stands the test of time. And
and it just really separates, like I said before, like separates it from being just a normal, adventure movie to getting to that paranormal aspect, and just kind of the stuff that makes you love this series, and really open the door for Anthony and I both love the Uncharted games, those games,
fantastic.
They each have the levels where it's like, oh, this feels like Indiana Jones, because now we've gone to like we're fighting creatures or whatever it is. It's got
that fantasy element to it, with the touch of realism. It just it's awesome.
It's an incredible scene from an incredible movie from an incredible franchise that I can't wait to sort of see the last chapter in a couple weeks. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I want to ask you, Alex, man, there's no spoilers obviously, but just step in it once when the credits rolled, like how are you feeling?
Oh, emotional.
Yeah, I feel you.
emotional. I don't want to say too much.
Mhm.
I am very happy with how it ended. Very happy.
Okay.
So
Nice.
if you're a fan, you're gonna like it. The movie's fantastic. I enjoyed
Mhm.
every bit of it. I have a couple questions
Mhm.
that I can't talk about right now because it'll
Okay.
go into spoilers.
Yeah.
There's a couple things where I'm kind of like, okay, but what about this?
Mhm.
But overall, James Mangold just captures the spirit of Indiana Jones perfectly.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of rumors going around, a lot of negativity surrounding the movie, and
Mhm.
the people that are just spewing it have no clue. Like, just wait till you see the movie.
Mhm.
Is everybody gonna like it? Probably not. It feels like an Indiana Jones movie, but at the same time, it feels like it's his own movie.
Okay.
And, we're dealing with his age, which there's a couple remarks regarding his age, but it's not a whole lot. It's
Mhm.
necessary. It makes sense.
Mhm.
And it's him dealing with his age and coming to terms with life, and what's going on in his life is what's really kind of propelling him to do what he's doing.
Okay.
He just kind of gets stuck in a situation
Mhm.
without saying too much. And I loved how it ended. I'm very happy. If this was the last one, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm very satisfied.
Mhm.
And I cried. I did cry
Hey.
several times throughout the movie.
Mhm.
Some of it just because, and I'm not a huge crier. Like my wife gives me, it's upset, not upset, but she gives me crap because I'm like, you didn't even cry when your kids were born, and here I am, like the last couple weeks, I'm just
Yeah.
so overwhelming. I mean, this is 30 years worth of passion
Mhm.
and just
Mhm.
kind of all coming
And-
true.
Yeah. So to come to fruition, like like stuff is just you're like yeah.
6
I-
months
I-
ago is just unbelievable. Like I never
Mhm.
would have thought this would happen. So,
Mhm.
but
Hey man, it's good to see to see you out there having the fun, like the videos and pictures you sent and the stuff
Yeah.
you post, to see you getting that experience, man. I wish all diehard fans of things just got to experience that, when it comes to it, because it sort of kind of rewards you. And I don't want to say reward because you don't do it for a reward. You do it because you
no, I
love the
did because I
stuff.
love it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but you sort of, you know what I'm saying? Like you get to like what you got to do this past couple of days. That's a product of sort of how much you love this thing, Indiana Jones. So
Mhm.
I'm happy for you, man, and it's good to finally meet you, Joey. As always, a fire thing. So any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Go see Dial of Destiny. Go
Yeah,
see it in theaters and just have a good time. Go in knowing that this is not an Oscar-winning movie. I feel like a lot of these people that are reviewing it are critiquing it like it's supposed to win awards. These movies were never meant to win awards, except maybe John Williams' score. Like,
yes,
Yeah.
okay, but besides that, this is just a summer blockbuster. Stop taking it so literally and just go in and have fun.
Mhm.
And if you go in wanting adventure and fun and just an escape from reality, you're going to get everything and you're going to be happy.
Mhm.
Is it as good as the original trilogy? Nothing's going to be as good as the original trilogy. Nothing.
Yeah.
And if everyone can understand that, they're gonna like this,
Mhm.
So James Mangold nailed it for me. He made it an Indiana Jones movie, every bit of an Indiana Jones movie, and everything I could have asked for. So
Nice.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Nice. You got anything final, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak from experience because I haven't seen the latest movie yet. But listen to Alex, go see the movie. Just form your opinion off that. And Alex, I'm happy for you, man. That's
Thanks, man.
great that you got to experience that, and it's kind of a once in a lifetime thing. And
Absolutely.
I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
I echo that. Go see it in theaters. Go see it.
Theater worthy for sure.
Yeah, no, I'll be there. That's my tickets are purchased. I'm there. I'm there already. So yeah, that's it. This is another episode of the greatest scenes of all time. Catch y'all next time. Appreciate everybody who watches. Appreciate everybody who supports the show and things of that nature. Alex, I appreciate it so much for you coming on, and Joey, as always,
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man.
It's not gonna be the last time you see Alex on the channel, y'all. He's
Bring me back.
Yeah. When it comes time to sort of review Dial, I want you back on the channel. We'll talk about it, man. So
absolutely.
See y'all next time for the greatest scenes. Peace out.
Fortune and glory.